ProVision Mentorship is one of several strategic focuses of ProVision Solutions, Inc. I'm Jim Ewing, and mentorship can make a difference. This is one of several interviews with those who've experienced mentorship. Learn from their experiences. Then take a moment and share your experiences on our blog, ProVision Mentorship.
First of all, it may not be a bad idea to define the difference between mentoring and coaching. And I know a lot of people don't understand this concept very well. And we get that confused sometimes. And a wise person told me one time that Vince, mentoring is putting stuff in. Coaching is pulling stuff out. And I thought, wow, what a great definition. And sometimes I think we confuse those things. There are times when we're dealing with people who clearly need mentoring. They need stuff imparted to them. They need to talk to people that have been there, done that, and learn some of the pitfalls. But there are other times when we need to recognize that people may have what they need, and they simply need someone to encourage them, to pull it out of them, to let them know, hey, you can do this. So with kind of that as a backdrop, I think it's important for us to, as leaders, to understand the difference when we're dealing with people that we're surrounding ourselves with to get the job done. Someone once told me, they said, Vince, you should never trust somebody that doesn't have a limp. And I remember thinking, well, yeah, what do you mean by that? Well, what they were saying is that you need to pursue people that have been wounded, that have maybe gone through some tough stuff in their life. The wisdom that they can impart to you could be so valuable because they've been there, done that. Mentoring, in my view, is one of the most important things we can do, not only to those who are in our peer group and even at our age, but especially to the next generation of young people. The business practices that I grew up with in the 70s and 80s have largely disappeared today. Today, we've got organizations trying to close their books this quarter so the stockholders are happy and just manipulating numbers. In the old days, we used to think a little bit longer term. And I think there's wisdom in finding people that may be able to bring ideas to the table that maybe you've never thought of. Mentoring, passing on wisdom from one generation to another, and even passing on wisdom from people within your organization to new ones that are coming on board is critically important. Why? Because it's critical that they capture the DNA of your organization. And the only way they can do that is by you exposing them to people that have something to give them that otherwise they would never receive. The tendency in our culture is that it's all about me. I need to make sure I'm protected. It's all about power, manipulation, and control. We need to get beyond that. We need to be able to comfortably put people together, create environments where people will impart information and learn to grow and develop in ways that are going to be healthy. And so mentoring is something you really need to take seriously in your organization. And the difference, by the way, between mentoring and coaching, mentoring is putting stuff in, coaching is pulling stuff out. And that's another thing we need to take and consider as we're dealing with people. There are some times when we have to say, okay, you've got enough inside of you now, let's encourage them to pull that out of them and have them go to work and give them affirmative, positive feedback. But understanding the difference between those two ideas is very important as well.
Now it's your turn to share your experience with mentorship. Visit our blog, ProVision Mentorship. Make the investment in mentorship today for your success tomorrow.